Okay, listeners, buckle up.
Oh, yeah.
We're diving into a space opera that'll take you on a wild ride. Laundry ships, family secrets, psychic phenomena. The story's got it all.
It's amazing how the author takes this simple concept, a laundry ship, and turns it into a gateway to explore these deeper themes about trust and loyalty in the face of galactic war.
Exactly. And speaking of laundry ships, we're introduced to Owami Branford, captain of one such ship, His Majesty's auxiliary ship, Sparkle.
Ah, sparkle. Seems ordinary, right?
Yeah.
But there's more bubbling beneath the surface.
Right, and Owami's got her own baggage. I mean, talk about family drama. Her mother is Victoria Branford, a legendary admiral with a mysterious past.
Don't forget the siblings. Ophelia, the younger sister, eager to prove herself on her first tour, and Sebastian, the brother, playing a dangerous game in military intelligence, each one with secrets.
Secrets that seem to tie directly into the larger galactic conflict that's brewing. Then there are the dreams.
The eyes.
Yes, Umami and Sebastian keep seeing these piercing eyes in their dreams. It's unnerving, like a premonition. What do you make of those?
It's masterfully done foreshadowing, creating this sense of unease of being watched by something ancient and powerful. You know those rumors about Victoria Branford's transformation after the last encounter at the Canaris Rift?
Ooh, right, that could be connected. Speaking of, can you give us a quick rundown of this Canaris Rift? What's the deal with this place?
Imagine a graveyard of starships, planets torn apart, littered with the remnants of ancient battles. That's the Canaris Rift, a place of danger, mystery, and maybe even dot of opportunity.
Sounds like our captain and her not-so-ordinary laundry ship are about to get caught in a cosmic maelstrom.
Oh, absolutely. And that's where things get really interesting.
So this laundry ship, Sparkle, it's more than meets the eye, right? What's the real story?
Sparkle's a phantom, a testing ground for experimental tech, a tactical system, imagine that could control a whole fleet, like a conductor leading a symphony, but with warships.
That's a game changer. Why all the hush-hush then?
Because in this universe, information is power. The higher-ups, they love their secrets. And there's this paranoia, this distrust. Remember those other star systems eyeing the Canaris Rift? Like vultures?
You mean the Shiowan, Penzance, Devon? It's like a galactic Game of Thrones.
Precisely. Everyone wants the upper hand. And the Branfords, they're stuck right in the middle. Owami, she can't even trust her own chain of command. They don't believe her about the enemy.
So what's she supposed to do? Follow orders and risk getting caught with their pants down. Or
Go rogue.
risky.
Very. She fakes Sparkle's destruction. A diversion. Disappears with a few trusted crew. Off the grid, but alone.
Talk about high stakes. She's got a maybe working super weapon, a handful of loyal crew, and the fate of the galaxy on her shoulders. But she's got some backup, right?
Family comes in. Sebastian, the brother, he pulls strings. Favors, debts. Even gets a skeptical captain from the Second Fleet on board.
And the royal family, they get involved in all of this.
King himself, Henri II, he's going to the Canaris Rift. Brings his daughter, Rochelle, and Dr. Sevovich, Sebastian's father.
Whoa, wait a minute. Why would the king risk himself like that?
Because the stakes are that high. This isn't just about a few star systems anymore. It's about the survival of the entire kingdom. And Rochelle, the princess, she's not just there for moral support.
Let me guess. She's got some genetically modified abilities, too.
Bingo. Like mother, like daughter. But Rochelle's different. She's a telepath.
No way. So those eyes, they were connected to her all along. Telepathy, though, that's a game changer. A telepathic princess. Should have known. But seriously, to have that kind of power, to read minds, that's got to be a heavy burden.
No kidding. The author really digs into that. It's like they're asking, what's the cost of creating the perfect weapon?
It's a question we might have to face ourselves one day, right? If we ever encounter a species with telepathic abilities, how would we even begin to understand them?
It makes you think, doesn't it? I mean, could we ever truly connect with a mind that different from our own?
Okay, so we've got a telepathic princess, a rogue captain, a king on the front lines, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. But the real nail-biter here, the part that had me on the edge of my seat, is the battle itself.
Oh, yeah, the author doesn't hold back. You really feel the desperation, the chaos of space combat. But even in the midst of it all, there's this incredible moment. Victoria Branford, remember her, she reappears, sacrifices herself to save her daughters, the king, everyone really.
I was not expecting that. Talk about a heroic exit. But it doesn't stop there, does it? The enemy pulls out this weapon, the black hole torpedo. Just the name sends chills down my spine. What even happens when a thing like that goes off?
It's not pretty. It rips a hole in space-time. And you know what they say about nature abhorring a vacuum? Well, something comes rushing through that wormhole, and it's not what anyone expected.
Okay, you can't just drop a bombshell like that and not elaborate. What is it? Who comes through?
Another alien species, but not the ones they've been fighting. These are different, advanced. Their tech, it's like nothing anyone's ever seen, and their motives, a complete mystery.
So it's like, just when things couldn't get any worse, the author hits the reset button, throws the entire galaxy into chaos.
Exactly. It changes the entire game. Suddenly, the old enemy. Yesterday's news. Owami and her allies are caught between two even bigger players.
Talk about a bad day to be a hero. So what happens to Owami? Does she survive the black hole torpedo? And these new aliens, what do they want?
We get glimpses. Owami, Ophelia, Princess Rochelle, they make it out. Find refuge with the Vivat, remember them, the species with the short lifespans.
Right, always living life on the edge.
They're the wild card in all of this. The excerpts actually end with Owami and Rochelle alongside the Vivat, preparing for one last stand. Talk about a cliffhanger.
Don't tell me it just ends there.
It does. The author leaves us with more questions than answers. Will they be able to close the wormhole? What will become of humanity with all these new players on the galactic stage? It's up to us to imagine the possibilities.
That's the beauty of a good space opera, though, isn't it? It reminds us that even in the vastness of space, it all comes down to the choices we make. And this deep dive has been full of choices, twists, and turns I never saw coming. I, for one, can't wait to see what happens next.
And that, dear listeners, is where we leave you. On the edge of the unknown, with a whole universe of possibilities to ponder. Until next time, keep looking up and remember, even a simple laundry ship can hold the fate of the galaxy.